All right.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Welcome back, everybody. This is game 10 of 16. Game 10 of the 2022 Singapore National Scrabble Championship. And on board one, we have the current leader, Hubert, number one player in Singapore, one-time national champion, versus the eight-time ageless wonder, Tony Sim. So I'm your host, Ryan, and I'm joined by Darren Khoo of Malaysia. We'll be providing all the expert commentary.
Yeah, so
It looks
so
like we
good
have
to be
an
here.
exciting
Yeah.
game.
I think this is a matchup really for the spectators, because here we have Tony, who has, as you said, the most decorated player in terms of national titles in Singapore. Top in the rankings for many years, and he's up against the current top player in Singapore, Hubert, himself looking to
Indeed.
add to his tally of national titles.
Indeed, and Tony has been playing even before Hubert was born.
How old is Hubert actually?
He's in his 30s.
In his 30s, right? Okay.
Yeah, so Tony has been playing for a very, very long time. So he has a vast reservoir of experience on his side. But Hubert, I think, has superior word knowledge. It could be anybody's game. And Tony has done very well to get to this spot. He lost his first 3 games of day one, but he has since racked up 6 wins in a row to be facing off against Hubert. So very impressive indeed.
Goes to show that it really doesn't matter how you start. I think it's more important how you end after that.
Yeah.
So Tony looking to mount the challenge by going on a 6-game winning streak to earn a game with Hubert.
And we just saw that Hubert, if you're just joining us for the first time, Hubert lost his first game of the day against JS Sealand, who hasn't played in 5 years. So he lost his first game. Let's see whether you'll affect him for the rest of the day, whether you'll have him rattled.
Yeah.
But yeah, now you see on the camera, that's Tony right there, sporting a cap. And interestingly enough, Hubert was wearing a cap as well yesterday. But I think
I
he's
did
since
see that.
ditched that choice of a barrel.
Well, that change in strategy hasn't worked out yet for game 1. So we'll see if the head comes back on in game 3 and onwards.
Yeah, okay, it's Tony to start, and Tony has drawn tiles. Let's hope for the best. Tony Sim.
So we are not playing on the lime green tiles. We are using the black tiles.
Yep, and Tony has Chewin. I think he'll be playing Chewy or Wench, yeah.
Yeah, Wench looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Unduplicates the E's and keeps the I and the E's as the lead.
Chewy or Wench, yeah.
Chewy or Wench, yeah. And
But maybe Wench because doesn't give the R hook.
Yeah.
So yeah, Wench looks like the standard play.
Decides to play horizontally as well.
Yep. But sometimes these 2 vowel leaves can go quite wrong. It's early days. Wench looking good. Now let's see what Hubert has. Hubert has don't think it's a bingo, right? It's nearly
I
there,
think
right?
so. Yeah, it's one of those nearly
I expect
racks.
we'll see.
Yeah.
I think the standard equity play is just dump off OE.
At the moment, well, the S doesn't go too well on the board.
He can't really score either, right?
Yeah, so he might be looking to play something that opens up a lane to put down the S easier. So something like maybe Eco.
Yeah.
Yeah, could be worth considering, or OE somewhere else.
Yep.
Holding on to the set that he has.
But it looks like it'll be a dump of OE. Can't see him doing anything else.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of where he plays the OE.
Well, between AE and OE, not too much of a difference as well. He might be considering to play the AE somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And considering his vast knowledge of the words and bingos, He
Well,
should be.
AE might be better because he'll set up the S hook for say if he plays above wedge.
Says is it?
Yeah, SAE. He can play
Oh,
AE.
SAE. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's very marginal.
Yeah.
Because more often than not, if you hit something, you'll play through the C or the H or play alongside. You wouldn't really need to specifically have S lane. Yeah, and Tony looking very serious. He's seriously in contention. Past few nationals, he hasn't been doing that well. But this time he's mounting a fierce campaign, looking to win his 9 nationals, the first one since 2010. So once again, the ageless wonder trying to pull off a comeback for the ages, roll back the years. Oh, indeed, he's going for eco as Darren suggested. So Darren's play of eco is approved of by Hubert.
Yeah. Well, eco is good because the S goes both on top as well as underneath of eco.
Right. I'd like to see his reaction if he drew OE again.
Yeah, you'll love to see that. But thankfully he hasn't. But he has not drawn too well either. He's drawn the
Yeah,
A
he's
and the N.
duplicated his N and A.
Yep.
At least it wasn't UU or II.
Yeah, we might get a bit of reaction from that.
But as we saw yesterday, Hubert was faced with a lot of these kind of similar wrecks, and he couldn't hit his fish time and time again. It just gave his opponent that advantage. Because you're just forced to fish, and your opponent will just score in the meantime.
Yeah, well, because of the low scoring tiles, he's got 1 point tiles throughout his rack. So there's not much he can do with in terms of score. So the likely chance is that he will be playing something off to keep a good set and hopefully bingo in the next. So, well, Tony is lined up gimped even before Hubert's play, and it fits right on top of Eco if he chooses to play that.
I'm not sure that would be best, right? Although keeping Z is quite nice, but Gimp doesn't really score.
Yeah.
At least above Eco. He could play Gimp through the E, keeping ZE.
Yeah, that's probably a little bit more superior.
But I don't know, would you want to play off the Z right now? I feel like I might. He's looking at Pies right now, which I think might be better.
Where does Pies play?
Through the E?
Oh, okay, so he holds on to his E, right?
Yeah, keeping Gem.
Yeah, that could be an option. Also trying to see if the Z play setup goes anywhere.
Pies is nice because it frustrates the lanes that Hubert has just created, both at the top and the bottom. Makes it harder to. Oh, but he's keeping the. He keeps
the D though. That's quite interesting.
That's quite strange because. Yeah, but he is committed to it. I think Pies would have been better than just Pies.
Yeah, I wonder what's his thought process behind keeping that D though.
Maybe he's setting up ID at the very least.
Yeah, that could be one, or he's keeping the D for the deco hook.
Yeah, but not very useful. I would just pick the points. Anyway, he's lucky that Hubert hasn't hit his fish yet, and once again, Hubert will be forced to play off like AN, something like that, for very few points. And then he's going to draw II or UU. So that's the sort of vicious cycle you trap yourself in with these kind of wrecks. Because what else can you do?
Yeah. He's probably going to be playing off another, I don't know, 3 tiles, 4 at most.
That's how you hope to win against Hubert. Give him promising wrecks and hope that he doesn't get rewarded for the fish.
Yeah. Well, Tony has just blocked his own 4-timer of Leech though, through the E of Wench.
Oh, yeah, but it wasn't going to be open. It didn't look like it was open for much.
Yeah. But we'll see if Hubert's kind enough to open another one for him.
Yeah, and then Tony has to spot it. I don't think it's going to happen. I think it's going to be AN fish. Probably next to pies. Pies and PA, IN, AN. Just to kill off that whatever that Tony's setting up. If he was setting up anything. And create another 7 lane for himself, yeah. Oh, but he's not playing, he's playing AN instead of AN.
A looks decent. He keeps a really good leave of AENS.
Yep.
The S still goes underneath of Eco, so that's working out for him. And now he's opening up
And
another
also
7
now
state.
the steam.
Yeah.
So maybe Tony was setting up the pies to hook, keeping the D, so that he can play something like pies and Doom, making DOOM, HM, NO, and pies.
Yeah, he does have Doom at the moment that's available. Scores decently enough, doesn't open up too much. Oh no, is he going for Demilock?
Oh.
Okay, I think it might be confusing it with Semi-Lock or something.
Yeah, that's
But
not.
he's yeah, and it's an insta challenge from Hubert.
Uh,
And he was played quite fast as well though from Tony, so it's probably one of the cases where I've played it before. I can't remember whether it was challenged off or he stayed on the board. And in this case, it's probably coming off board.
yeah, probably.
Yeah,
Probably.
we can.
But thankfully,
error.
Hubert hasn't hit his fish either, so not the worst thing. Not the worst thing.
Has he duplicated his A and O N again?
As predicted.
Yeah.
That's how Hubert has to lose.
Yeah.
Sorry to say, that's how it has to go to keep things interesting.
Yeah.
He has to do it for the fans.
For his fans, Tony's got a bit of a break because, like you said, Hubert hasn't drawn into a bingo yet, and doesn't look like he can do too much with his rack. So he's probably thinking, he's probably going through the permutations of what to play, and if it opens up anything for Tony. Holding 2 ends, he knows that Tony needs an end for modeling as well, so he needs to be careful for that.
Lime Dog now. Tony is arranging Lime Dog.
Yeah, he's probably thinking he wished he was using his lime green tiles.
Yeah. Tony does have a tendency to phony more so than Hubert. It's rare, but still more so than Hubert. And he should just play something, press home his advantage. He would be super leading if not for Demilock. Just play something for 20 points, 30 points like Doom.
Yeah.
And Hubert's gonna fish again, so yeah.
So from Hubert's perspective, he's got a couple of options. Either he plays something like Wana to the W. Doesn't score too much, but at least he does put some points on the board. He is 40 over points behind, so you don't want to go too far behind.
Yeah.
The other option is that he could choose to change maybe the 3 tiles that he picked up, so as to keep the board still tight.
Yeah.
Knowing full knowledge, having full knowledge of Tony's rack, that could be an option as well. So
And he can't make all of the fishing moves. He can't dangle an N in open space because of modeling. So his movements are restricted right now because he knows what Tony has. So if Tony wanted to phony, he should have phonied a shorter word.
I mean, he didn't get the memo from you on that one, so
yeah.
He probably should have played something shorter.
Exactly. Just the previous tournament I was at, I played a 6-letter phony. It got challenged off, and then the opponent gave me the floater for 8-letter 100-point play.
Oh, is it? Wow, that's nice.
So
it's good to keep the mystery from your opponent and just wipe 1 tile at least.
Exactly. So that's how you should phony. Phony and induce a floater that gives you the bingo. But in all seriousness, he should just play pies because he surely knows the pies hook, and he
Yeah,
should give up on looking for something.
yeah, something like you mentioned just now, do, or maybe God to the left of pies. Could be something
Doom
that's
is also
considering.
very strong because all of a sudden it just kills the bottom part of the board.
Yeah, and reading from what
Because
Hubert played with Eco,
yeah,
you can almost derive that he has an S. There's a chance he might have an S.
yeah. Now Hubert spending a lot of time in the tank because ah he's playing
Yeah.
Nova.
So I guess with the same thought process in mind, wanting to play off A and O, he's probably found the one spot other than piano that actually plays off these three tiles that but doesn't give away too much.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Instead of exchanging, that is. So yeah, I
So now
like
what?
the Noah. So we'll just see what he draws into after this.
Please let it be an R. Oh no. Oh yes, yes, yes. Okay, okay. It's not quite there yet. Okay. Tony has another reprieve. Come on, Tony. You're ahead. You have to just play like a leader. Just keep pressing home the advantage. Can invoke divine assistance. You can play God below pies.
Yep,
Making
got this option.
yeah, God is good. God is good. You can play mod as
He
well, but
keeps Yeah. I think whatever that he plays does leave him with a tile that actually hooks onto AIN.
yeah.
So,
He just needs to
what is he going for? He's going for Gleim.
okay. That's reasonable.
Yeah.
That is reasonable. But and still keeping the pies hook. I assume he knows it.
Yeah. Inferring from what Hubert has played in his first three moves, you can tell that he's somewhat grooming his rack
Yep.
into a bingo. So probably taking off that hotspot at the top
Yeah.
would be something to definitely consider.
And the neat thing is it sets up his D for Glimed at the very least.
Yeah, but it goes to show that Tony is not too keen on playing off his D for a bit more
Yeah.
points. He looks like he likes to hold on to the D,
He likes to own the D. Yeah.
and he's rewarded with another D.
Many Ds on his rack. Okay,
He-
Hubert plays half, keeping T and S. Will he finally hit his fish? Oh, you, youngest, no, not quite.
yeah, he needs an O, which is on Tony's rack. Again, we'll see if Tony's kind enough to dangle an O for him.
I don't think Tony will be kind enough. He's going to play through the edge. He can play a halt. Allowed. Where's allowed gonna go? Allow.
So
Tony could play
Hall is definitely the first thing that jumps up at me.
Hodet as well.
Hold that, yep.
Yeah, a horde.
Well, considering that Tony has been keeping at least one D on his rack, he might not choose to play hold that.
Mm-hmm. I think it's because of the eco hook, and he's just gunning for bingo down that lane with ecot. But I don't know where allowed is going to play.
Well, main does take a hook at the front, I mean, but
But
LE
the
doesn't
L,
quite fit. Yeah.
and why would you play allowed, even if
Yeah, we're just trying to justify anywhere that allow actually goes. But I don't think he'll be playing allow. I think he will be playing. Halt looks
yeah? But I
superior.
don't think he's reached there yet. He's just circling through. I'm sure he'll hit the edge. He wouldn't be playing elsewhere. Because he's a very good controller of the board. And once you kill off the edge, there's very few places Hubert can score. Because he can, like you mentioned, he can infer what Hubert's rec is. And,
Yep. So far, Hubert hasn't played more than 3 tiles off from his rack.
Yep.
So he has been keeping a decent set.
Now he's looking at World.
Okay, World does keep AUD, although
But why she's going to open up a double and set up another S lane and leave the H open. That doesn't sound like Tony's game plan to me.
yeah,
I think
Tony is
he's
known to
just
be someone who is a bit more restrictive on the board, is it? Or
yes, he's a
how,
very
how would you best describe his game?
KG veteran.
KG veteran, yeah. He is a Malayan,
Yeah, yes.
right? A true
He's got
testament
a
to the Singaporean
the KG
icon.
Malayan spirit.
Yep. And interestingly enough, now that you mention it, on the other side of the board is a player who is, I would consider, quite explosive. Hubert, with the right tiles, he is known to have the boards quite open, playing in his favor because of his vast superior knowledge of words.
Tony needs to watch his time as well, because he's known for going over time in recent years.
Yeah.
So, now he sees Horrell, keeping DUD.
Again, keeping up to the strategy of keeping the Ds.
Yeah.
So far.
I think anything that hits the H is justifiable.
Yeah. Well, if he has Horrell, then Horrell does take a D at the back as well. Horrell.
Oh, is Harold good?
Harold, I'm not too sure, but Horrell is good. It's a back hook.
Oda goes down. Oda goes down.
Okay.
Yeah, Oda. I would prefer something that plays to the right instead of the left, because now he's creating another lane that might be relevant later on.
So he does show Hubert the O, but a bit of tease there by putting it in a position where he cannot actually bingo through.
Yep.
So even after 4 turns, Hubert is still looking at a rack that is nearly there, but not there.
But don't be surprised, once he hits his fish and gets the bingo, he's going to draw another one and another one. And
yeah, we might see 3 in a row. Yeah. So Hubert now, he after 4 turns, he's found himself almost 60 points down, right?
Yep. So Tony is still in a good lead despite ponying.
Yeah, and I think Hubert's at a point where he's realized that past 4 turns hasn't really worked out. He might consider playing long now, or playing something off that keeps him within touching distance of Tony.
But now you can't really play long, where there's not many places to play long now.
Yeah, that's true as well.
I think he's just going to stick to the plan and play GUI.
Does GUI go anywhere though?
Next to Nova, at the very least.
Okay. Yeah.
But once again, it scores nothing.
Which is something he's probably considering at the moment, because if he plays this and it doesn't yield a bingo again.
Yeah, but it looks like he is going to play that.
Okay, so he is going to keep up with his strategy. He really needs to draw a bingo next. Yeah.
Now let's go for the VVQ. Yeah.
After the U play, right?
Yeah, VVQ. Let's go VVQ. I'll be happy if I get one correct. VVQ. That's too nice. Oh, densest.
What does he have? He has drawn into densest.
Okay.
Okay, and that plays underneath the ecos.
And it's unblockable, so not looking good.
Unless Tony plays something to the W. Oh no, wait, sorry. He has densest on top of climb as well, so
yeah, it's unblockable.
Yeah, it's definitely coming up.
But now Tony can cash in on his glimed hook.
Right. Oh wait, yeah, I totally forgot that Eco takes a D at the back as well, so that's probably why he's been.
It is gonna hurt because of the double.
Oh yeah, it's gonna give
In doubt's gonna
Hubert
hurt.
a 90-point play, I think. 80,
Yeah,
90-point play.
that's gonna hurt. So please draw the blanks now, Tony. Draw the blanks, draw the blanks. You're still in it, you're still in it. Just draw the blanks.
But even after the four timer, Tony's only gonna be about maybe 30 points behind because of his consistent scoring. So I wouldn't be too
Yeah,
worried if I were him.
yep. Oh, that's not the best pickup in the world.
Yeah, unfortunately, he has duplicated the I's, the R's, and T.
Mm-hmm.
He's in a bit of a pickle now. And if just as we were saying, if Hubert draws into another bingo, then this
Yeah,
game can turn very quickly on its head.
don't be surprised. It's,
Yeah, and I see
please
the blank.
QBV. Ah, yeah. Boring. Always happens with Hubert.
Well, to be fair, he did take 5 turns to get here. So
Hmm. All right, now what's Mr. Sim gonna do? Doesn't have many options.
he's 30 points behind, and he's got 13 minutes on his clock. And we are barely halfway there.
Mm-hmm.
So and he hasn't the best looking rack, I would say.
And Hubert's gonna score a lot. If
Yeah, with the J and the K and the S.
yeah, he doesn't need a bingo straight away. He's not looking good for Tony. Um, he had his chances, and he still can win the game if he somehow got rid of all his yucky towels and swapped them with nicer ones.
Yep.
Like he needs some good luck. He needs to uncouple the R's and the T's.
Yeah, considering the way the board is shaping and with his rank, it doesn't look like there's too many options for him. So he's going to probably take a bit of time here.
In doubt was if he had inferred all along that Hubert had a nice SS rack, in doubt was all the more unadvisable.
Yeah, probably something playing towards
Cooking the
so
lime, like LUD.
yeah, something like that. Or probably he was also thinking of closing up the lane, the seventh lane next to Guy, GUI, parallel to it. But I think
But there could have been something that didn't open the double double.
yeah, correct. So probably he didn't.
So in doubt might have been a turning point if this is to go to Hubert's favor.
Yeah,
But it's still early days. If somehow he just needs to find a move that gets rid of the duplicates, and I'm not sure there's much on offer. I only see like a RITT or RIT.
well, Hubert has just bingo, so he could try something like Tirit. I'm not sure if that is something that he want to go for. And
But he's going for Veer. Doesn't really achieve much.
yeah, Tirit would have blown the board wide open next to that assist and clear up his
But
rank.
it would have given joins.
You're right. That's true.
But he wouldn't have known, but it wouldn't have been good for him either way.
Yeah. Again,
But it's not looking good. Veer is a lackluster move. You can't be helped.
knowing that Tony is quite, as you mentioned, a bit more cagier of a player, so Via looks like something down his lane.
But the problem is it just doesn't score anything, and the fish doesn't hit much. It needs to make something happen, and that's not it.
He's only 22 points at the moment behind, so I wouldn't say it's all panic stations yet. But if Hubert comes up with a big play here and he bingos the next turn,
he's looking at jocks.
Yeah, that would spell a bit of alarms for Tony.
The tempo is definitely, the momentum has shifted to Hubert very strongly after Dances. He holds the blank, he holds the J and the K and the S, plays off jocks for 40 points, keeps the blank N. Bingo next turn. Yeah.
Jocks to the left of indults, is it?
Yeah, I think he's looking at that. I quite like that.
Yeah. Then Hubert just making sure that he doesn't miss anywhere else that he can play the J4. That doesn't expose it too much.
Hmm. Yeah, but Hubert
does
should be favorite at the moment.
Yeah, he does have the blank, so
Hmm.
he would want to keep the board more open than it already is.
Hmm.
Just seeing where else he can actually play off the J.
His jocks would be very open because it gives the O and the V in all likelihood will be still there.
Yeah. And
Does
there is still a
Tony have a
chance to fit a parallel play next to dancers as well.
yeah, not looking good for Tony at the moment. It's a critical stage of the game.
Oh, and Hubert looks like he's deciding to go short with JO. I think he doesn't quite like the jocks
Hmm.
exposing the J too much for
Yeah, but
counterplay.
JO gives the easy reply of something down the double word.
That's true.
I would have just gone with jocks, but maybe he's showing his respect to Tony.
Well, any draw of the A or the O also
Yeah,
allows
not,
him to play jocks and jacks coming down from the J. So he might be
he's not
thinking of
taking any
that.
chances.
Yeah.
But it could be troublesome if he doesn't draw a vowel, as happened here.
And that is exactly what has happened,
Yeah,
fortunately for
so
Hubert.
that's why jocks might have been marginally better because not only does it score more, it doesn't leave CK. So you have to hope to draw a vowel here, and Hubert didn't. You're always trusting a bit of luck when it comes to this kind of leaves, leaving five consonants or four, but really you're leaving five consonants. So Tony has to somehow figure out that Hubert has a awkward, ugly rack and just maintain his scoring. I think he's looking at Vrot. I would play something. Oh,
Is he going for
no,
Jailer?
that's very aggro.
Yeah, I think keeping
That's
two
very
T's, not too sure if that
yeah,
would be the best.
yeah. Keeping TT.
Let's leave, yeah. And
That's
positional
great.
play. Yeah.
And considering that JO telegraphs, I would suppose it telegraphs something strong.
Yeah, I think
Just
he's just realizing that as well, so he's picking it back up.
yeah, he's just lucky that Hubert in reality wouldn't have a nice reply, but in most other cases, yeah, I've rots. But now Hubert knows more or less what the leaf is.
Well, Tony is picking, learning from a play from your book, Ryan. He's actually exposed 6 tiles, but not the last one.
Yeah,
So keeping a bit of mystery there for Hubert to figure out.
but he played a valid word, so no
That
chance
is
for
true.
the.
That is true.
Okay, now what is Hubert gonna do? He's once again in this position where uh, it's neither here nor there, and very awkward.
Yeah.
He's not gonna burn his blank. So is it a change or is it? Uh,
And he knows that Tony has AIL at the very least on his rack. So
hmm,
it's not like so he's got quite a bit of a synergistic leave. So
uh,
Hubert needs to make sure that it doesn't expose something too much that
it
gives
looks like
away.
Geo backfired.
Yeah, probably Jocks in that position would have been just slightly
Yeah.
better because it clears off some of the consonants on your right.
If he had been leaving one vowel, that'd be fine. But he didn't. He left it all to chance.
Yeah.
Oh, and now
So
there's something warped. Ick. That's decent, setting up the S. But once again, not giving himself a vowel.
Plays Ick, hoping again to draw into a ball, hopefully.
And he has drawn something like a Burners or uh, is Barons good?
Barr. Yep, Barons is good.
Right, so at the very least, there's Barons and below Vrots. And Swirl's gonna score a bit, but Hubert's gonna hit back with Bingo. So the
He's probably
the
going to play
tempo.
through the eye of Sorrow, something like
Mm,
Bringers or something,
mm,
which would score and enough and close up the board a bit, the right
yeah.
side.
But Baron scores more right below Vrots.
Yeah, probably Barons might score a bit more.
And
So he chooses, see what he chooses to do like going forward, whether he wants to keep the board tight on the right
uh-huh.
or go for a bit more points.
Yeah. Mm,
So after his play on Joe and Ick, it looks like it's
mm,
paid off for Hubert. Taken a little bit more time than what he would have liked, but he
mm.
has drawn into a bingo. And
Yep.
having 5 points lead, looks like he will extend it to at least 80 points.
Yeah, but Tony has the X, so at the very least he can score something with it.
Does the X play anywhere at the moment?
If he doesn't play Bringers, he can play Nox,
Okay, yeah.
being a somewhat decent leaf of Yeti and A. So he is playing
He's playing Brethrens.
Brethrens.
Yeah.
Nice, nice. Oh, which also kills the 7 lane, so that's even better.
Yes. So Hubert has played positionally much better now with Brethrens. It kills off the row 2 at the top for any bingos coming down. And he also plays across on the right side of the board. So leaving only the L exposed.
Well, Tony has Jack C, right? So he can claw some
Yes.
spread back, keeping
Uh,
Toy.
Another option is X-ray as well through the R of Brethrens.
Yeah.
I would be, well, in his position now, we are 80 points behind. I would think, is there any way that I can set up my X for a huge score?
Mm. If something JI,
Yeah, something like, so yeah, JI setting up the X there.
but given the board as is, it's a bit adventurous to set up the X. He has to play off the X as soon as possible if he wants to bingo and hope to draw the other blank. That has to be the release C, ouch.
Oh, wow.
Release C, oh come on. Play X-ray X. No, X-ray doesn't block him.
X-ray
Oh,
doesn't block, actually. Yeah.
play. Yeah, there's nothing reasonable that he played that block release C. That's very unfortunate, such an ugly rack and he's built up by the L.
I was just thinking, just for a quick one, whether Yeti could be something that he considers setting up EX or something like that after that, or Apex, or
Hmm.
Yeti next to Brethren, and then
Hmm.
EX there. That's a bit too far-fetched.
Yeah. Yeah, but quite nice. It also block
Yeah,
release
it would
C.
block release, yeah.
Yeah, that would be the play of the day. Yeti setting up your X and blocking release C. I think if he plays that, he deserves a win.
If you manage to see that. Yeah. And true enough, when we talked about it earlier, all it takes is just one bingo to clear his rack, and Hubert's got another one lined up already.
Yep, that's what I said.
Yeah.
It's very
Spot
unfair. When you are the number one player, you don't need such good luck.
on.
But yeah, what a save. Save by the L.
Yeah,
All
actually,
those
if you take out the L, there's nothing much happening for Hubert's rack, actually, if you think about it.
And Release is safely positioned, doesn't even threaten. If he was one square down, he might have second thoughts.
Okay, Tony is placing something down. He's decided to play Yak,
Hmm.
keeping
Iota.
Iota.
Yeah. He's just going for score. He's just going for score.
I think he'll be a bit disappointed to see Release come down in a bit
Yeah.
onto the
Well,
only floater that he needed. Yeah.
he could still potentially draw the blank, Tony. That should give him some hope.
Yeah.
But yeah, Hubert is just being lucky.
And immediately Hubert plays down Release, right, which
Yeah.
does take an S, so we
Hmm.
need not count that out yet.
But Tony hasn't drawn very well. And I
And
wouldn't
it's,
be
yeah.
surprised if looking at the unseen, Hubert were to pick up the second blank now and seal the deal. Uh-huh. What did I say?
And there we go.
Yep.
He has, yep, he's drawn exactly the 6 plus a
Yep.
blank that he needed to bingo again. So that'll be the
Yeah.
third one in a row already.
To Ladis.
Things are looking very grim for Tony at the moment.
I want to say effectively the game is done for the 8-time national champion. He just has to regroup and hope to win the rest of his games. But I don't think he'll be very happy with this one.
So this is so having dropped his first 3 games, Tony has actually won 6 in a row, right? And this will
Hmm.
be the one that actually stops his streak.
Yep. At the hands of Hubert Wee, the one-time national champion. Yeah, but what a draw! What a draw! Let's see, is anything down the O? Maybe out something.
Well, nothing jumps out at me at the moment. The first thing that of course comes in is that the blank is designated as an S, so that plays underneath of release C. And the
Yeah,
way that EX is positioned, I don't think there's too much that Hubert should be worried about in terms of a counterplay from
yeah,
Tony underneath of Tuladis.
yeah. Tuladi's altitude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oki. Well, Oki is it's sort of a resignation.
Yeah.
The resignation.
Keeping 2 eyes. Well, I'm probably keeping the U in the sense that the Q is still unseen, but there's nothing much he could have done there, I would say.
Yeah. You should have played Jigget down the J. Just if you're just looking to score.
Yeah. Probably he might be a bit scared of the way the I is positioned with the Q unseen as well.
But that's what you want to hope for, right? If you want to hope to draw the Q and
That is true.
definitely.
That's true. Probably in his position, he would. I think it would be better for him to play Chicken now that you mentioned it, and I hope
Yeah,
to draw the Q.
yeah. But now it's GG. Tuladi's coming down and Tony's gonna shake his head in disbelief.
Yeah, it would be awesome if you could see Tony's face in like, what's his reaction on this Tuladis coming down for a third time in a row from Hubert.
Yeah, third bingo in a row.
Yeah,
Although that said, I believe Tony holds all the remaining eyes, isn't it? Is that the case?
and the U. Yeah, now that you mention it, yes. And the 2 T's as well.
So he could potentially Q stick Hubert.
Yeah,
He
and of
blocks the
course.
QIN spot.
What we mean by
It's up.
Q stick is that because the Q is one of the few tiles in the entire alphabetical order that doesn't have too many words that it forms with, and QI being the shortest 2-letter word that you can form with a Q, doesn't give too many options for Hubert if he does draw it, which he did. So
But
there's a
now he
chance
has
that,
but there's
yeah.
QAT and QIN, so there's he won't probably won't be Q stuck
Is there
because
somewhere to play QIN?
at the
Yes.
top next to eyes, you
Okay,
can just
right.
form the Q, so that won't be happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, this game is done. Hubert just needs to enjoy his win, and Tony needs to regroup. But I'd say it all started from Demilock, and then Gleim was all right, but from Oda onwards, he just wasn't picking up very well,
Yeah.
and it shows. He didn't get to bingo at all, whereas Hubert bingoed 4 times.
Oh yeah. Now that you mention it, Tony
Yep,
hasn't
four
actually
to
played a
zero.
bingo this game.
Exactly, and it was looking good for him for some time.
Yeah.
So,
I think he started off pretty well with Wench and Pies.
hmm.
Demilock was a bit
But he
of
was
a
still
pit
winning
stop.
after Demilock. He was
Yeah,
still
he was
winning.
still in a good position, but I think after Indult,
Yeah,
unfortunately,
Indot swung things too much.
he went for tile turnover, but didn't work out in his favor, lah. In the end.
Hmm.
He has drawn time out, but
Yeah,
unfortunately, I think his time is out in
yeah,
this game. So
yes, yes, yes. Well, and, Hubert might be generous enough to open up for him. Uh, Play BO, and he can play timeout.
yeah, well, if he plays BO, there's a chance that Tony might still win with time going out with timeout
Yes,
and
with the
taking
with
the
the
cube.
count with the yeah with the count back. So yeah, he couldn't be that generous.
But knowing Hubert, yeah, unlikely that he'll be playing that.
Hubert's not so generous.
Okay, so Tony is deciding to play short. Uh,
Interesting.
does he have anywhere else to go out with his leave?
With OITTE, I'm not
Yeah,
so sure. He must have seen something, or
yeah,
maybe he just assumes that Hubert can't out before him.
yeah, probably that as well. So looks like this game is pretty much over.
Yep.
Hubert
Tony's
should
not
be
out
taking
of the
this.
running, but that loss will be a tough. But he's not out of the running. He just needs to regroup and come back stronger.
So it goes to show that uh, Scrabble can easily swing from one game to the next. So in the previous game, Hubert was struggling
Hmm.
with the bingos and all, but in this game, he has plonked down actually three in a row
Hmm.
and a total of
Makes it look
four.
so easy. Makes
Yeah,
it look so easy to just draw consecutive bingos and three in a row. What can you say?
four in total with no reply from Tony. So
Hmm. That hurts. That
yeah,
hurts. Uh,
where would you say will be the main turning point of this game?
I well, directly speaking, I think Edoubt because it gave him dances. But even before that, I disagree with plays like Oda.
Oda, yeah,
It's yeah, and of course, Demilock. Demilock would have because you just play anything that's valid, and then you draw new tiles, you
yeah,
close off part of the board, and you have a wider lead. So much could have swung in his favor if he hadn't phoned Demilock.
yeah. And funny thing is
So
that the Demilock came down very fast though, so he must have
mm,
been like very sure of the word.
mm,
So it'd be
just
interesting to hear
confused, I
his
guess.
thoughts. Yeah, confusing it with something else.
Yeah. You can't let Hubert start bingoing. Once he starts, he won't stop.
That's true.
Mm,
I think for sure at this level of Scrabble, playing a non-word is very costly against
mm,
these kinds
it
of
is.
players. So not only missing your turn but exposing your entire rack to your opponent,
Mm,
it's very hard for you to come back from.
mm. And perhaps he should have, at least in this end game, played longer because now Hubert's going to out first, and that
That's right.
spread could come in handy. Avo, Ova, Avo, short for avocado. for our casual listeners wondering what these words mean.
And that concludes the win for Hubert. So he maintains his one game lead at the very least against the rest of the field. Of course, we'll be
Yes.
interested to see what how the other games play out.
Yep.
So we do have one more game of this Australian draw pairings, right? Before we actually move
Yes.
into King of the Hill.
And before we move for lunch,
Okay.
so there we go. Hubert emerges victorious over the 8-time national champion. Uh, can't say it was a close game. It was for a point, and then Hubert just ran away with 3 consecutive bingos. And once again, he shows us why he has been the top player for so long. A combination of impeccable word knowledge, skill, and luck. And he's
All
really
culminating
coming in
in
the
one.
full flow. Yep. So it looks like Hubert's tournament to lose, but there are still plenty of contenders breathing down his neck and chasing him hard. And Tony's not out of it either, and so are many others. And I think it'll all come down to the final game. We should have plenty of more exciting games in store for you. So just hang in there, stay tuned, and keep supporting this stream so that we can earn our paycheck.
We've got another 6 more games, right? How many more do we have?
Yes, this is the second game of the day, and we will have 6 more games for a total of 16 over 2 days. This is day number 2. We have just finished game 10 between Tony Sim and Hubert Wee. And I believe we will be stopping this stream shortly, and then we will resume with a new stream titled Round 11. So just hang in there, stay tuned, watch out for alerts on the event page. And thank you for supporting this event. It's been a great national so far and very exciting. Let's see if Hubert can maintain his lead or will more upsets and fireworks happen. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys. We'll see. Yep.